Here comes Halliburton running with Jalen Smith. He had it blocked by Jermichael Green. Steph is holding that left shoulder. And Curry, they're going to have to take a timeout here.
Anyway, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how much trouble are we in right now in Golden State?
I mean, it's 10.
Can they compete for a championship? Are they finished when it comes down to a championship? And the answer is hell yeah, they are.
This was the Golden State Warriors' record the day Steph Curry got injured. And with him likely to miss a month, lots of people thought the season was over. And if you want to know why, prior to the injury this year, in 202 games without Steph Curry, Golden State have had a record of 68 wins and 134 losses. For reference, that's the equivalent of this year's Magic or San Antonio Spurs over a 200-game sample size. In short, Steph Curry is the greatest Warrior ever for a reason. But you know who the Dubs didn't have in those other 200 games? Jordan Poole. If you think I'm joking, I'm not, because we now have over 25 games of proof that Jordan Poole is capable of carrying an NBA offense and winning enough games to keep the Warriors in the playoff picture without Steph Curry. I mean, Steph clearly realizes JP is crucial to their success without him. That's why he's on the sidelines coaching him up during games. But it's more than just JP elevating his role. In the absence of Steph and Wiggins, it's allowed a couple of other players in particular to step up. And not only is this leading to wins, but come playoff time, having 3 to 4 reliable guys off the Warriors bench is exactly what they've been looking for. And a player who is starting to become very reliable is Jonathan Kuminga. Over the last 11 games, Kuminga is averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple of assists on good efficiency. But above all, he's figuring out how to play Warriors basketball. Like on these plays late in the game against the Hornets, in which Kuminga was attacking every single time off the dribble, and either getting to the right spot for a Jordan Poole drop-off, or even taking Gordon Hayward off the dribble and showing off a little mid-range. He shot 4 of 4 in the fourth quarter, and even made a dime like this. He brings the ball up in transition, beats the defender off the dribble, and watch him hang in the air before dropping a perfect pass to Wiseman for a dunk, which wasn't the only great pass he made to Wiseman that game either. But in addition to the offense looking good, JK has also picked it up defensively over the recent stretch, including late against the Hornets, where he just ripped PJ Washington in the corner, or his defense on LaMelo Ball that helped keep Melo to 7 of 25 from the field. And this should be music to Warriors fans' ears, because after the game, Kuminga mentioned being inspired by Clay, Andre, and Dre on defense. If he can bring 100% defensive intensity every night, along with his freakish athleticism on offense, he will help the Dubs in the regular season and postseason. And I think the vets realize that as well, because you've heard Draymond and Clay talk about his two-way ability in particular. But we should talk about JP, because what he did to the Charlotte Hornets, and in particular Mason Plumlee, was just straight up unfair.
Four again, just like they were in Charlotte. Poole down to 3. What a reverse! What a reverse and finish! So the Warriors smartly just bleeding as much clock as possible. Jordan 360. Jordan to Kuminga! These moves from Jordan Poole.
Now, when I say Jordan Poole has star-level talent, over the last 26 games without Steph Curry, going back to last year, JP is averaging 26 and 5 on solid efficiency, whilst winning a solid amount of those games as well. It wasn't just against the Hornets either, because the scary, terrifying Grizzlies, oh my god, I'm so scared of them, got absolutely cooked by him. Can someone ask Dylan Brooks if he needs a map? Because where is he going on this play, where Poole shakes him out of his shoes off the ball, or on this play where Poole hits him with a nasty step back? But JP getting his confidence back up without Steph is so important, because we saw it last year where JP brought that end of season confidence into the playoffs and absolutely dominated in the first couple of playoff series. And a player who has really helped JP get that confidence back is his backcourt partner, Dante Vincenzo. Dante is looking like an absolute steal for the Warriors, and over the last 7 games, he's been incredible. Well, against Charlotte he did score 0 points, but in general, he's added scoring to the playmaking and defense that he was already doing at a very high level. And it's plays like this where Dante fits in effortlessly. Draymond brings the ball up the floor with Dante trailing. Dre drops it off, sets the screen, and Vincenzo knocks it down from 3. Or on this play where he sets a ghost screen on JP's man and immediately sprints out before knocking down a 3. I think we've seen a pair of Warriors guards make a play like that a couple of times in the past. But I mean, speaking of Steph and Clay, where have you seen a play like this before?
Back for Ty Jerome. Vincenzo a 3.
But even when he's not scoring at a high level, Dante is always making an impact one way or another. Like on this play where Looney hands it off to him, Dante collapses the defense before making a beautiful in-air pass to Clay for an easy jumper. Or this beautiful pass to JP in transition. It can't be undersold how important Vincenzo could be for the Dubs over the regular season and the playoffs. A guy who can shoot threes at a high volume off the move and off the catch, is a terrific passer and a really good defender, whilst also taking some of the pressure off Poole to create everything and allowing JP to really attack off the ball and get to the rim or get to the 3-point line. Dante is quite literally the perfect Warriors role player and fits the system effortlessly. But did you think I was just going to talk about the young guys? We've also got to give some respect to Clay, and in particular Draymond, because we've seen it in years past where these two can really struggle without Steph, and sometimes they drop their energy levels if we're being completely honest. But you can see they realise how important these games are in particular, and if the Dubs were to go on a win streak, which they could with the home games coming up, they could be the 4th or 5th seed in a couple of weeks' time. That's how close the seeding is. But getting back to Dre and Clay, if you want any indication how good Dre still is, just ask Memphis. Because after all that talking, yes, all that talking, Draymond dominated Memphis on both ends of the floor. Watch Draymond's IQ on this play. The moment Bane breaks free on the far side, Dre realizes he's curling around to the corner, so Dre waits just until Ja makes that pass before picking it off. This was in addition to 13 assists and 13 rebounds. And, oh yeah, 3 points. So pretty much the perfect Draymond Green game. I will also say, James Wiseman is very quietly playing the best basketball he's ever played as a Warrior. Forget about the 30-point game he had against Brooklyn, he's starting to figure it out defensively, and we already know the lob threat he is, but defensively he looks levels above, and that's huge for the Warriors going forward. Anyways, that's all I've really got to say. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more. Have a great day. Bye.